Navigating the airport security checkpoint, particularly the Transportation Security Administration (TSA) screening process in the United States or equivalent procedures globally, is often cited as the most stressful and unpredictable part of modern air travel. The ultimate goal for any seasoned traveler is to glide through the security line, avoiding the dreaded beep of the metal detector, the awkward stance in the advanced imaging technology (AIT) scanner, and the inevitable delay of a secondary screening or pat-down. Based on decades of accumulated travel wisdom, including insights from aviation professionals, there are specific clothing items and accessories that are notorious for causing complications and triggering alarms. By proactively packing these items instead of wearing them, you not only expedite your personal journey, but also contribute to a smoother, faster flow for everyone behind you. This expanded guide offers an in-depth, professional look at the 8 primary categories of what not to wear, detailing why they cause issues and providing practical solutions. The cardinal rule of seamless screening is to avoid metal content and material density in your attire. The number one culprit for unexpected delays is clothing featuring excessive decorative elements. Metallic threads and Lurex. Many seemingly innocuous shirts, sweaters, or dresses incorporate Lurex or metallic fibers for a shimmering effect. While the individual threads are tiny, their combined metal content across a garment can be sufficient to register with the sensitive magnetometers, metal detectors. Sequins and embellishments. Clothing adorned with sequins, beads, metallic rivets, or pearls often contains trace amounts of metal in their backing or attachment points. Even a small pocket or collar trim, completely covered in these elements, can cause the alarm to sound. The scanner's interpretation. In the advanced imaging technology, AIT scanners, these elements do not necessarily trigger a metal alarm, but they create density anomalies. The machine interprets these dense, unexplained patches on the body, like a sequined logo or pocket, as areas requiring manual inspection, leading to an automated flag and a targeted pat-down. The best strategy is to relegate your more elaborate, vacation-ready attire to your carry-on or checked luggage. Opt for simple, metal-free fabrics like cotton, wool, or standard synthetics. Save your embellished denim, shimmery tops, and intricate dresses for your destination. Metal accessories are classic and often predictable causes of security stops. While security procedures, such as those for TSA pre-check, may occasionally allow travelers to keep these items on, the safest and most reliable strategy is to bypass them entirely. Belts with bulky buckles. Any belt, but particularly those with large, heavy, or ornate metal buckles, will almost certainly necessitate removal. Having to unthread and rethread a belt while juggling bags in the security line is an unnecessary time drain. Chunky jewelry. Thick necklaces, heavy metal pendants, chunky bracelets, and large metal earrings should be removed and placed in your personal item bag before you reach the X-ray conveyor. Security officers are trained to spot these items. The wedding ring. Exception. Standard everyday wedding bands or small stud earrings are generally fine. They rarely contain enough bulk or metal mass to trigger modern detectors. However, if your ring or jewelry is exceptionally large, decorative, or includes sizable metal components, ERR on the side of caution and remove it. Watches. Even high-end watches, which are often bulky and contain significant metal, are frequently flagged. It is recommended to remove your watch and place it in the screening bin alongside your other small valuables. This is a surprisingly frequent, yet easily avoidable cause of secondary screening within the AIT body scanner. When a hoodie, sweater, or jacket is tied around the waist, the resulting knot creates a significant, localized bulk or density in the abdominal area. The scanner's view. The AIT scanner is designed to look through the body's silhouette. When it encounters a dense mass of fabric, like the thick bunched-up material of a hoodie's torso and sleeves, it cannot clearly determine what the mass is. The flag. This density anomaly is treated exactly the same way as any other ambiguous object or obstruction, like a concealed item. The machine registers an unexplained mass, which immediately triggers a security flag and mandates a targeted pat-down of that specific area. If you need to carry an extra layer, hold it in your hand and place it in a bin with your carry-on luggage. If you absolutely must wear it around your waist, tie it loosely and ensure the bulk of the fabric is spread flat, not cinched into a tight, dense knot. Better yet, simply pack it away until you clear the checkpoint. The requirement to remove shoes in many security lines makes footwear a critical element in determining your speed through the checkpoint. Hard to remove shoes. Tall boots, especially pull-on styles or those with complex lacing, are a major time sink. Struggling to maintain balance while tugging off a tight boot in a high-pressure line is stressful. high-mass footwear. Shoes with thick soles, chunky metal zippers, or excessive metal components, such as embellishments or pronounced eyelets, are more likely to be flagged by the metal detector, requiring extra scrutiny. The zipper and heel. Even if a boot is zip-on, the metal zipper can still trigger the alarm, and the density of a bulky heel or platform can confuse the X-ray machine. Choose slip-ons. Opt for simple loafers, athletic sneakers, or comfortable flats that are easy to kick off and slide back on. The lace loosening tip. For lace-up shoes, loosen the laces significantly before you arrive at the airport. This converts your laced shoes into temporary slip-ons, allowing you to quickly kick them off and easily slide your foot back in. You can then take the time to retie them properly after you have safely cleared the security area. Travelers often employ hidden accessories for safety, but these items can defeat the very screening technology meant to keep them safe. Money belts and passport bands. Wearing a money belt, secret passport holder, or vertical storage band underneath your primary clothing is specifically advised against by TSA. The security principle. The AIT scanner must have an unobstructed view of your body's contour. Any item worn directly against the skin or under a layer of clothing that is not a standard undergarment will appear as an obscuring object to the scanner, triggering a search. Do not wear these items through the screening. Instead, place them in an easily accessible pocket of your personal bag. Put them on immediately after you exit the security screening area. This ensures both a quick transit and that your valuables are secured immediately afterward. Modern security scanners are so sophisticated that even your choice of hairstyle or headwear can be a factor in causing a delay. Metal accessories. Any large metal clips, pins, barrettes, or thick headbands with metal lining will undoubtedly set off the metal detector. Bulky hairstyles. Similar to the tied sweater, a very large, high, or dense hair bun can present a density anomaly to the AIT scanner. The thick coil of hair can obscure the machine's view of the back of the neck or scalp area. The scalp massage. If your hair is flagged, be prepared for a manual inspection, often humorously referred to as a scalp massage, where an officer gently but thoroughly runs their fingers through your hair to ensure no items are concealed. Hats and headwear. Hats, baseball caps, and bulky head coverings must almost always be removed and placed in a bin to screen, as they can conceal objects or obscure the head's silhouette. Wait until after you clear security to put your hair up in an elaborate style, or opt for simple, non-metal hair ties and plastic pins. Sometimes the shape and volume of the clothing, rather than its material, create the security problem. Flowy skirts and dresses. Very long, voluminous, or flowy dresses and skirts can cause issues because a pocket of air can accumulate in the space between the body and the fabric. This air pocket, combined with the fabric itself, can create a density or volume that the AIT scanner interprets as an anomaly or a potentially concealed item. The quick fix. A practical solution is to momentarily tie or gather the dress or skirt at your knees just before entering the scanner. This makes the garment more form-fitting, eliminating the air pocket and presenting a clear silhouette to the machine. Coats and jackets. Heavy coats, jackets, and blazers must always be removed and placed in a bin for separate screening, regardless of their material. Wearing them through the detector is not an option. The carry tip. A savvy travel tip is to carry a reusable shopping or canvas bag. Stuff your heavy coat or jacket into this bag for screening. This keeps the coat contained, keeps your hands free, and also provides a sanitary way to stow your coat during the flight, as overhead bins are often discouraged for personal coats, and the floor is unsanitary. This rule is universal, absolute, and applies even within expedited screening programs like TSA PreCheck. The list of no-nos. Never wear anything in your pockets. This includes keys, wallets, mobile phones, coins, loose change, tissues, gum, paper, or receipts. The trigger. Any item, no matter how small, will almost certainly trigger the metal detector, if metal, or show up as a definite, unambiguous mass on the AIT scanner, immediately resulting in a pat-down. The moment you enter the security queue, empty your pockets completely. The most efficient practice is to place all these items, wallet, keys, phone, into a secure, zipped internal pocket of your personal item bag, like a backpack or purse. This keeps them safe, contained, and ensures they are not scattered loose in the plastic screening bins where they could be easily forgotten or accidentally left behind. By adhering to the principles of simplicity, minimum metal, and empty pockets, you significantly reduce your interaction with security personnel and machines. Valuables management. Keep your passport and boarding pass in one easily accessible, zipped pocket of your personal bag. The TSA security staff only need to see these documents, not your phone or your full wallet, which should be safely secured inside your bag. Screening, bin organization. Be efficient with the bins. Only your large electronics, laptops, tablets, your liquids bag, if required, shoes, and the empty contents of your pockets go into the standard gray bins. Navigating secondary screening. If you are nervous or if the alarm sounds and a secondary screening is required, you have the right to ask for a private screening. This is conducted by 2 officers of your same gender in a separate, discrete area. Special assistance programs. If traveling with family members who have physical needs, autism, sensory disorders, or special abilities, look into airport-specific programs such as the TSA Cares program in the U.S. This free assistance service can be requested ahead of time on the relevant government website to facilitate a guided and comfortable screening process. By embracing these strategies, you transform the security checkpoint from a major hurdle into a brief, predictable stop, ensuring a smooth, stress-free start to your journey.